right, I'm starting up the broadcast here. Just gonna check and make sure it comes on. Hope that's not gonna happen all class. Good evening, everyone. I'm Zen Master Sebastian Rizzon, founder of the Zen Art Center and the Mind Light Way School of Zen. I lead these guided meditations on the first Thursday of every month, and I also host a Dharma talk and meditation on the third Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. You can always find these streamed live or anytime after on the Zen Art Center YouTube channel. And thanks for joining me tonight. Before we begin, I just want to say a few words about Zen. At its heart, Zen is being fully present and engaged with clarity in every moment. This means to immerse yourself in your experience just as it is, prior to conceptualization, without judgment, or even the split between subject and object. So how do we build this type of clarity? In Zen, there are three main foundational practices that help you cultivate clarity. The first is koans. These are stories, questions, and statements that cut through conditioning and bring your awareness fully into this moment. The next is sitting meditation. Sitting still, focusing on a mantra, a koan, or your breathing until your mind becomes clear and free from conditioning, thoughts, and feelings that cloud your view of reality. The third is moving meditation, treating your actions as a mantra. This means constantly focusing your mind by bringing your attention to what's happening, what you're doing in every moment. Today we'll be practicing a few variations of sitting meditation and also discuss how you can incorporate meditation into your everyday life through moving meditation. Each one of these techniques is just a different path to the same thing. Undistracted, undivided attention in the present moment. For these meditations, we'll be focusing on different mantras. A mantra is the focal point of meditation. The word mantra literally means a tool to liberate the mind. In these meditations, we'll use the mantra to help us free our minds from the usual stream of thoughts, perceptions, and feelings that divide our attention. For the first two meditations, our mantra will be our breath. When we sit for meditation, we'll just typically sit with our legs crossed. Your hands will be right hand, left hand, touching your thumbs, centered in your lap. Try to keep your neck and back straight. We'll be meditating with our eyes closed, but if they were open, they would be at a 45-degree angle facing the floor. If you need to adjust any of these positions, if they're uncomfortable, feel free to adapt them. If you are sitting and you get pain or you need to stand up and stretch out, feel free to do that. Don't let the attachment to the form of the sitting stop you from meditating. Just allow yourself to stretch if you need to, and as soon as you can, just come back and get back into your meditation. With that said, let's get into a breathing technique which can help us relax and prepare ourselves for meditation. Just breathe a little bit slower and a little bit deeper than you usually do. Bring your attention to the center of your chest and visualize the center of your heart as you breathe. As you listen to my voice, I want you to keep slowing down your breath and breathing a little bit deeper. You can place your hand on your heart if it helps you to visualize your heart. Feel your breath coming in through your nose and mouth and collecting all of the energy from your head and from your brain and moving it down into your chest and into your heart. Imagine now that you're breathing with your heart. The purpose of this breathing is to align our mind, heart, and body. Keep breathing slow, deep, and steady. This is a technique you can use anytime in your life, whenever you feel like you need to reset yourself, or if you feel anxious, or like you need to switch your attention to do something different in your life. You can use it in the morning when you wake up, or before you go to sleep, or before you meditate. If you practice this technique, you can learn to use it to reset yourself in any moment by reminding yourself just to take some slow and deep breaths. So let's just practice this for a few minutes by taking some slow and deep breaths. For our next meditation, we're going to keep our attention on our breath, and we're going to continue to use our breath to help us focus and clear our mind. In this practice, we'll simply sit still and quietly count our breaths as it comes and goes. Breathe naturally. On each exhale, count silently to yourself. Try to stay focused on your breath. If you lose count, it's a sign that your attention has wandered. The moment you realize this, simply start over. Don't judge yourself. That moment of awareness is part of the practice. The goal isn't to be perfect. It's to strengthen your ability to notice when you're distracted and refocus your mind. Let's practice this together for a few minutes. Count each breath. Stay with it. And if you drift off and lose count, return to one. For this next meditation, we'll be using sound as our mantra. We'll focus on the sound, and we'll focus of the singing bowls, and just keep your attention focused on the resonance. Let the sound fill your awareness completely. Allow the vibrations to pass through you and wash away your thoughts. If a thought arises, let it pass and return your attention to the sound. Just listen, focus on the sound, and let it dissolve the boundaries between you and the sound. For our next meditation, we'll focus our mind by repeating a single word or phrase as a mantra. If you simply try to stop thinking, thoughts will inevitably come up in your mind. By actively concentrating on a mantra, use that to direct your attention with purpose. As you do this, try to let go of your opinions, your emotions, your desires. Don't analyze the meaning of the word you're saying. Just concentrate fully on the word or the phrase. If thoughts arise, let them go and bring your focus back to the mantra. Use the mantra to focus on one point until there's no place for the wandering thoughts and distractions to gather. You can use any word or phrase as your mantra. If you don't have one already, I recommend using the mantra of Kwanseum Bosal. Kwanseum Bosal is the name of the bodhisattva of love and compassion in Korean Zen. And a bodhisattva is an enlightened being dedicated to helping others awaken. Kwanseum Bosal is said to have thousands of eyes and hands and to be able to see the suffering of everyone and help those who call out her name. By using this mantra, you'll actively draw compassionate energy into your mind, and that energy helps you clear your mind and focus your awareness in the moment. So repeat the mantra silently in your mind, and if you notice your mind wandering, simply return to your mantra. that we've used several methods to help us focus and clear our mind, I'd like to peel back the layers of perception we have and turn our attention inward towards the foundation of our being. I want us to go beyond our senses, beyond our memory, and beyond our thoughts that separate the observer from what's being observed. So please close your eyes. Now imagine yourself floating effortlessly in a boundless space. There's no light, no sound. You can't hear anything. It's completely dark and silent. You can't smell, taste, or touch anything around you. You have no sensations of anything. Now imagine that you have total amnesia. You have no memories. You don't know who you are, where you are, or how you got there. You have no reason to feel sadness, happiness, anxiety, stress, or fear. There's no sense of time, no language to describe anything, no thoughts, and no emotions. You sense nothing, and you have no idea about anything that ever existed. There's nothing to do, nothing to think about, and nothing to react to. And yet, you're still aware. You're having an experience, not of something, but of being itself. This is pure awareness. It's untouched by thought, memory, or sensation. It's the most fundamental experience of consciousness. Unfiltered, undistracted, unconditioned. We all share this fundamental awareness. It's the ground of all experience. Let's sit for a moment together in silence. Rest in this awareness without trying to grasp it. Just be. You can open your eyes now. My words can only point you to this awareness. They can't explain it. The moment we try to describe it, we turn it into something else. Zen teaching is always pointing to this direct experience of wordless knowing, to clear awareness that exists before senses, before thoughts, and before self. Now we're going to move on to a koan meditation by focusing on a critical phrase. Zen koans, as I said before, are questions or statements that point you directly to an experience beyond words and beyond concepts. They don't ask for answers. They challenge you to see the world beyond the thoughts that carve up the world with the idea of this and that. They demand that you pull back the layers of conditioning and focus your awareness on the moment. For our final meditation, we'll focus on a short essential koan that cuts through, straight through to the heart of being. A critical phrase could be something like, who am I? What is the mind? Why am I here? What is the true nature of reality? The phrases aren't riddles to solve, they're tools to ignite your awareness, to direct your attention to the source of your own existence. As you meditate, don't try to answer the question. Don't analyze it or reflect on it. Just concentrate on the phrase itself. Choose a phrase that resonates with you. Hold it in your awareness like a flame. Let it burn away all distraction and thought until your mind opens to boundless clarity. Let's begin now. As we come to the end of this session, I'd like to leave you with some closing thoughts. Zen practice is about bringing the same focus and awareness that we've been cultivating tonight here into everything that you do. This is called moving meditation, treating your actions as a mantra and staying completely present in every moment as you move through your life. You can practice moving meditation in any activity you're doing, but I find it works best when you do something you enjoy, something that demands your attention and focus. My favorite way to practice moving meditation is through practicing martial arts. But you could also practice it while doing things like yoga or painting or writing or playing music or lifting weights, playing a sport, or riding a bike. Even something as simple as walking can be a moving meditation if you focus your attention completely on everything that's going on around you. When you practice even a little bit every day, even 5 minutes of sitting in the morning or just giving your full attention to washing a cup, you're training your mind to become clear. Each day and every moment you do this, your clarity deepens just a little bit more. The point isn't what you're doing, it's that your attention is completely engaged. When you give your whole awareness to the moment, the activity itself becomes a meditation. Over time, these practices weave together, and through consistent practice, this process of clearing your mind will become integrated into your life. Eventually, you realize that anything you do can be a meditation. You could be driving in traffic, having a conversation, or sending an email. It all becomes a chance to stay engaged and connected to deeper awareness. The key is to be intentional. Focus your mind, treat the activity as a meditation. When every action becomes a meditation, the boundary between yourself and the world begins to dissolve. Then you experience the true nature of reality directly in every moment. This is where true wisdom comes from. And this is the heart of Zen practice. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I hope you're able to continue practicing on your own a little bit every day. And I wish you good luck and good fortune on your journey. Now, I will take questions if anybody has any from here or from in the live chat. Don't feel shy. It could be about anything. You know everything? Just kidding. Any questions? Nothing I said makes you wonder something you want to ask about? Okay. It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be about meditation. Well, if we don't have any questions left, just a reminder, we do this on the first and third Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. I also host the writing groups and the art groups every month. Writing groups are on this second and fourth Sunday, and the art group is on the third Sunday, 3:30 to 5. That's in person only. And if you're interested in learning a new art form, I do have Zen martial arts here. So if you're looking for a form of moving meditation, we do practice that here. And you can find all of the information about our schedule at themindlightway.org or on the Zen Art Center meetup page. In closing, the Mind Light Way School of Zen is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We try to keep all of these classes free and open to the general public, but we do rely solely on donations to be able to do that. So if you'd like to support the school, there's information on how to do that in the description on the YouTube channel or on the back table near the door. And if you're here in person, you're welcome to hang out for a bit and have a conversation with us. Thank you for coming tonight, and we appreciate your support and appreciate you joining us tonight. Thank you. All right.